Hello again, Murray the Pie Man here for another installment of Wing Commander 3, The Heart of the Tiger. Again, just going to be playing through a bit of this more, continuing. If you want a brief recap, we've joined the TCS Victory. We've flown a few missions, we've made a few buddies. Let's see, we've got Hobbs, the giant space lion, of the race of giant space lions we're trying to defeat, or we're at war with. We look like we're flirting a little with both our crew chief who picks our weapons, Rachel, and our pilot, Flint, who apparently was quite often off active flight because she was a girly. Thanks Terran Confederation there. Who else? And we've recently heard Flint's flying a bit crazy. So we will have to be apparently watching that, and there's rumours of bioweapons being used by the Kilrathi. So there's that too. So basically I did all the conversations at the end of the last one, so we will jump straight into the mission.
Let's get started, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
We've still got more questions than answers on Kilrathi operations here. Some of the Kilrathi forces are pulling out, but other elements are closing in on the Kondo 4. Intel thinks they've got warheads tipped with a new kind of bioweapon.
I just told people that was rubbish.
Over the whole planet within minutes. If Intel's correct, the half-life of this virus is over 500 years. Colonel, we can't let a single warhead slip through and strike the planet. If the warhead's bio, the civilians on Wakanda 4 they'll die slow deaths from a ravaging disease, and all we'll be able to do is pull out of here as fast as we can. Good luck, son.
I've got a horrible feeling this one might involve me having some skill.
So, these are the mission objectives. Oh, and one last thing.
I haven't flown with yet. I don't think I've flown with either of them. Oh, right, so I'm guessing they're out on another mission. Oh, no. So that's Flint and Cobra are out on another mission. Let's go with Vagabond, kind of as an apology.
Vagabond, I want you as my wingman. Dismissed, and good luck.
So I think just Vaquero to go. If all you can remind me of that, out there. Okay. Yeah, the Thunderbolt. Let's go with that. 6 heat-seeking missiles and a... Oop. Yeah. Right. Move with urgency. I have to admit, if I was ever to, you know, like, get the money or the abilities to cosplay, I would be tempted to do a Terran Confederation uniform. Not the flight suit, but the kind of overalls one, I think. Oh, pardon. It would be quite a fun one. A bit obscure as well. Always nice to get that done. Feeling of, I'm something no one else knows. No, you're just something no one else cares about, Murray. Atomic batteries to power. Turbines. Yep. Ooh, lovely blue planet. Very pretty. Right, let's just power the layout I had last time. It seemed to work. Bring a bit more to the weapons. And the shields. Pretty much everything. Still don't know what D is. I wonder what D is. Right. Defenses.
We got company.
Yeah, that's a big ship. Right, let's quickly...
Break and attack.
Here we go.
Oh no, there are. Torpedo away. Let's see if that has... Or is that it? Done. Stealth fighters.
Nailed that fire.
Hope we don't need another torpedo.
Need clearance, TCS Victory.
Colonel, we're still waiting for confirmation on the spread
Well,
of the
I
pandemic.
screwed that up.
All I know is we better bug out of here before we're all infected. You're clear. Oh, wait a minute. Captain's on the comm.
Colonel, we don't have the luxury of mourning Laconda 4 just now. Lieutenant Robin Peters has ignored our return to ship orders. She's gone renegade. Appears to be pursuing her own private war. Can you risk bringing her back?
Oh, hang on.
I'm going after
I'm
her,
going to see if
Captain.
this is the plot. Oh, just on my own. So. See, I'm wondering if that's meant to be plot or if there was a way for me to stop that. I'm guessing I'm flying on Flint's patrol. Nope, not here. So I just took the heftier ship for this one.
What's your status?
I'm fine.
Let's close with this thing. Oh, this is a bit tricky. As always, my terrible targeting abilities are making this look particularly terrible.
What's your status?
I'm fine.
I don't think she is. I think I've heard that I've fine before. Now you see, one of the reasons why I'm curious as to whether they've screwed up this mission or not is the original Wing Commander had a branching mission tree, so the better you did, certain missions would work out differently depending on how well you flew. Yes, you're all watching saying, how can one man be quite so terrible as a game? Why did he pick that as a Let's Play? I do have myself try flinging a missile away just in case, but... No, I'm changing targets, I don't like this guy. Let's see. It's better. Someone who likes straight lines better. Good enough for the Romans. Ooh, a missile hit. Surprising. Yes, yes. Monkey's descendant, pathetic descendant. I know. This is quite stressful. Maybe I should have taken the arrow fighter. Something exploded. One of the things that they do change for Wing Commander 4 is actually this. It's very series specific. This view of kind of your pilot's knees and the joystick. Haha! Oh wait, there's another one.
What's your status?
Could be a lot better.
Yeah, this is my equivalent of the Kill Rafter. It's got a little turret at the back.
What's your status?
Could be a lot better.
I was hoping there was a return to base command. Maybe waiting for me to say, get back, Clint. I'm guessing she's lost a brother or something. Zero. You notice there's a slightly different sound effect when they're shielded out. It's kind of a chunky choo choo choo, which I quite like. he's down.
What's your status?
Could be a lot better.
Wait, oh, she's in one of my favourite ships. This is actually that one. The
Mission
longbow bomber.
objectives accomplished.
Let's not crash into the carrier.
Need clearance, TCS Victory.
Congratulations on roping her in, sir. You're cleared to land, and you better make it quick. That Karathi pandemic is spreading fast, and we're jumping out any second.
Yes, drinking coffee while flying a spaceship. I know. Very responsible. And I'm going to be interested to see if this is actually how the mission was meant to go. I think it was actually. I initially thought we'd screwed something up and we'd missed a missile being fired or something, but you never know. Between these, I might save this as a slightly different thing. Whew,
You sure you're
I thought it
okay?
was going to go wrong.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to come after me.
Forget it. Sometimes I feel the same way. I'd like to kill every one of those Kiarates my own self.
I came
Take care of
after you.
yourself, girl.
Cobra's a hell of a fighter.
She risked too much.
Now, interestingly,
Don't fly suicide missions. We fight this
because
war
one
to
of
live,
the
not to
options
die.
was
You
you could
gotta
sit there and
fly
say,
with
no,
your
I'm not
head,
going after
not
Flint.
your
And
heart.
I remember
You've
when you
never
did
done
that,
that, sir. Fly with
Cobra
your
did
heart.
it.
The day I do that,
I wonder if there's a
I
slight
expect a
glitch
stiff
in
dressing
this.
down, mister. That's an order.
Sir, my father didn't read his children bedtime stories. He read to us from the regs manuals. I know there are certain actions necessary.
Give her a break. Ground her. Give her a break. Book regs are not war regs. If this were peacetime, I'd ground you
Also,
faster than a
seriously,
taxi.
your dad just read you
That's
reg?
an indulgence we can't afford.
Trying to bore you to
But
sleep.
don't make one of us come after you again.
That, sir, would be an indulgence.
Yeah, it would be. Jumping to the Blackmanes. Ragnar Blackmane. We're saved. Hero of the Vilka Fenrika. Or Space Wolves. Yeah, sorry. A bit of a 40k thing there. I do like these bricky ships. I wish we saw more of them. Yep. Oh, a guy apparently trying to light a toolbox. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this under a slightly different file name. Doing the old choose your own adventure of leaving fingers in it. Just in case I look at the... I might have a quick look at the wiki. So... I'm going to have a quick look at the... I'll have a quick look at the wiki when I've finished this video, just to see where it branches, and I might decide to come back or decide to just stick with this path. So first... Oh, there's Roland, so let's do our conversations.
A blitzkrieg Kilrathi assault has taken the lives of thousands.
Still buying the fantasy that we're winning the war?
Why the hard-on for the opposite take?
Because you'd have to be blind not to see that things are going bad and getting worse.
Excuse me?
Fact, we haven't had shore leave in months. Fact, all we do is move from one defensive mission to another. Fact, our entire force is constantly in retreat. Now, is that just my imagination, or is the entire war effort unraveling before our eyes?
Fact. We have a communications officer aboard with far too much time on his hands. Dangerously spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt throughout the ship. From now on, mister, you spout your theories to anyone. I'll have you reassigned to waste recycling.
I'm just going to watch the news here. Alright, let's go and chat to the crew. So I'll see if I can get another mission in with time, but it depends on how chatty the crew are. I'm almost beginning to drop into a format of... it used to be 2 missions, but I might actually be dropping into just doing a mission a video. Time depending. Which isn't actually not a bad format. Again, things, if you like the idea of just a mission a video, do please say in the comments. Say something, please talk to me. I'm kidding, I don't mind shouting into the void. Yeah, who's this guy? Why can't I talk to him? Why can't I have peanuts? Why are there so many big windows in a battle station? Let's see, is anyone in the berths? It's actually quite weird to think that this is all yeah, like this bit in the berths here. I think the lockers were maybe real. But see if there's anything new in my locker because it was closed last time, or am I just going to look at the same? I'm going to get sad and look at a picture of my girlfriend. She was actually a character, Angel Devereaux. Angel's not her first name, it's her call sign, but presumably because you're pilots, that's what you talk. Oh no, we're having a beach flashback. Look at our CG beach.
This forever?
Nope.
Forever isn't long enough.
Oh, yeah. Leave him. I've said some rubbish things in my time, but nothing on that. Yeah, I'll be sad about my dead pilot girlfriend. That's apparently what I'm doing. I still can't talk to this. Who are you? Right, well, since you're not talking to me, the barman won't serve me. Guess I'll go to the bridge. I think the downside of this is it does give the impression that all Blair does between missions is kind of mill about the ship looking for someone to talk to. Oh, there's the captain.
Are you feeling well, Colonel? I mean, have you had a med check lately?
Well, I feel fine, sir.
Well, I'm curious because for a pilot with such a badass rep, you haven't shown me much so far.
Well, maybe we should all stop judging each other and just get the job done, sir.
I've got a feeling I'm being admonished for being rubbish. I wonder if I was meant to do something that mission, but I might well have a look through for that just to see. So let's go to gunnery control. Nope, no one to talk to. Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down to the flight deck. I think that's all the people I've got to talk to. And I think I will wrap things up here. So I'll save the game once I've finished talking to you. So, yep, as always, I hope you enjoyed this. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a quick look at the internets and see if there is kind of a branching mission structure, and if so, was there a way to win that mission? And if there was, I might go back and try to win it, because it does look like everyone's kind of saying, "Oh, Blair, you're rubbish," because the person controlling him is indeed rubbish, or at least not very good at the game. So I'm going to have a look at that, see if this had the branching mission structure of the original Wing Commander, and if so, do that. If not, I'll see if there is a way to save Laconia, or Laconia, or whatever it was called. And what I might do is I might go play through that, do those missions again, but not recorded, and bring you back here. And obviously, if I do that, I will explain myself at the end of the next video. So once again, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, mention in the comments. If you want to contact me on Twitter, I am at Pieman70. That's Pieman, all one word, capital P, capital M, and 70 as in the number 70. So hopefully you get in touch or come back for the next time. I don't know if I'll Wing Commander or if I'll take another little sojourn, but until then, bye for now. Okay, so just an addendum to that video. This video, I did actually decide to just quickly jump in it and spend an extra 20 minutes or so playing the mission again, because it turns out there is a way to save the planet, which I did. Obviously there's some dialogue which you won't get to see because I forgot to record it, because I'm clever. But I decided this was the route. It takes us later. There is a fail state to the game, so you can actually cock it up completely. I'm planning on not flying through that, so I will be occasionally doing do-overs like this, but I'm hopefully not making you watch it. So, main differences, Rollins is all happy when you finish and says, oh, they're going to name children after you and stuff. You still have to go after Flint. You actually get a few more fighters to deal with before you get to her, so obviously they've thought, you're good enough to take down a missile, you're good enough to deal with Flint. You get Flint back, and I actually got the "I went to save her" dialogue as well, which I think might be a glitch from if you fail the mission, they kind of also assume you're not going to go after her, so you get Cobra saving her instead. Whether that has any reflections, who knows. What I thought I'd do was put in these conversations, so you can kind of see if there's a, well, I'll put these in if there's an alternative. If not, this will probably cut to a sort of bye for now bit again, but let's see. Right, so, right, the Rollins conversation was exactly the same, so that didn't make any difference there, so I skipped that for you. I'm just going to investigate other parts of the ship and see if there's anything else. Okay, so having a look through the cutscenes, you get the conversations. Basically, the conversation with Rollins is the same. The bit where you look sad about Angel is the same. So far, the only difference I've seen is there's two people who won't talk to you in the rec room as opposed to one. Now, considering I saved the planet, I thought that was kind of rude. But let's see if this one's different.
I don't know whether to thank you or curse you for winning us Flash on a permanent basis.
A little of both, I guess.
I wish I had more pilots like you, Colonel. Might make the war end sooner. I'm especially glad that you haven't let the victory cramp your style any.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so basically, yeah, as you'll have seen there, the only actual difference that you get for... I mean, obviously there's some underlying structural differences in the missions that I'll get. From what I saw, I actually had a look at a kind of map, and basically there's three, I think, if I've read the map right, there's 3 missions in this system as opposed to 1, so the idea being that if we lost that bit, we're kind of on a more hefty retreat, so I've only got 1 chance to get this system right, whereas this one I've got kind of 3. So yeah, that's an addendum, only 1 different cutscene which I've just shown you there, everything else I've snipped out, but that's us now on track for the good, well, at least more the win ending. So thanks for indulging me in this addendum, and once again, thank you for watching, and bye for now.